Hello and welcome back. So I was chilling, minding my business, and I got this email that said, "You have reached a major mortgage milestone." So I'm thinking, well, let's check it out. I opened the email and it is from Credit Karma. It says, "Congratulations, you've paid off 10% of your mortgage loan." What? All right. Well, you know how I love percentages. I have been in my home for 8 years, close to 9 this fall, and I have a 30-year mortgage. 8 years represents 26, almost 27% of the 30 years. And in that 27% of living here, I have paid off over 10% of my mortgage loan. So even though I'd like for them to be just a bit closer, I am excited about that. I am on a debt-free journey, if you don't already know, to pay off over $53,000 in consumer debt. And that's a big deal to me. To pay off a home, to pay off my mortgage loan is like a whole other level. So I got excited about it. Of course, if you're following Dave Ramsey's baby steps, you know that paying off the home loan is actually baby step 6, and I am in baby step 2. Next up, baby step 3 is 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved. Step 4 is to save 15% toward retirement. Step 5 is to save for your children's college education. And then comes step 6, which is to pay off your home loan. So I have a little ways to go, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm looking forward to it. Being able to pay off my mortgage and to have a debt-free home is major. It started me to doing a little research to see what I could do to pay off my home mortgage early whenever I got to that step, because essentially that step could occur next year. And though I could save this information for then, I was so excited about it, I wanted to share it with you. So let me know in the comments, do you have a paid off home? Some of you can be working on paying off your consumer debt and actually already have a debt-free home. Let me know in the comments so I can celebrate with you. For those of you who have a mortgage, do you have a 15-year mortgage or a 30-year mortgage? Let me know in the comments. Also, can you get excited about paying off the home you're currently living in? Is that something you aspire to do? And also let me know, if you'd like, what percentage of your home loan you have already paid off. So again, I started researching, and of course, I circled back around to a post made on Dave Ramsey's site. It's titled 7 Easy Ways to Pay Off Your Mortgage Early. I will leave the link to this article in the description below, but I wanted to review this with you just so we can get excited about it together. So it starts out by saying that more than 26.9 million Americans own their home outright. That's huge. Wow, I'm trying to join the club. Some of them bought their homes with cash. Others whittled away at their mortgage year after year until it was gone. It talks about working with a great real estate agent and getting a good deal on your home, but like 2/3 of American homeowners, you most likely had to take out a mortgage to finance the purchase. Here are 7 easy ways to pay off your mortgage early. Can you even do it? Is the first question. So each time you pay extra on your mortgage, more of each payment after that is applied to your principal balance. So here's a few ground rules. First, you'll want to check with your mortgage company to make sure they accept extra payments. Some of them only accept extra payments at specific times, or they may charge a prepayment penalty. So that's super important. You'll want to check with your mortgage company first. For my mortgage, I have an app that you can go in and actually make a principal payment to. But if you don't have that and you're mailing in your payment or you're scheduling your payment online, you'll want to include a note on your extra payment that you want it applied to the principal balance, not to the following month's payment. So you'll want to make sure you're making principal payments. He mentions, don't shell out your hard-earned cash for a fancy schmancy mortgage accelerator program. You can do this all on your own. High five. They also give the resource of a mortgage payoff calculator that'll help you estimate how quickly you can pay off your home. And I love that. Through my mortgage on the app that I mentioned, I can actually go in and say, if I put an extra $50 on this account, how much sooner will I have it paid off, and it'll recalculate and let me know. And I love seeing that. Sometimes even $5, $500 a month. That's really helpful information. The next suggestion is to make bi-weekly mortgage payments. And it says the concept of bi-weekly mortgage payments is pretty simple. You make half of your mortgage payment every 2 weeks. So this results in 26 half payments, which equals 13 full monthly payments per year, as opposed to 12 full monthly payments. That extra payment can knock 8 years off a 30-year mortgage, depending on the loan's interest rate. So then how to set up those bi-weekly mortgage payments. You'll locate the principal and interest portion of your payment on your monthly statement. Simply divide that number by 2. So for example, if the principal and interest portion of your payment is $1,500, your new bi-weekly mortgage payment is $750. Now don't forget to include the tax and insurance portion of your payment each month. So in that $1,500 payment example, the $750 biweekly payment, it only covers principal and interest. You'll have to pay the tax and insurance portion of your payment in addition to that. Again, you'll want to make sure you talk to your mortgage company. Make sure they will handle those biweekly mortgage payments. Some lenders will process biweekly payments, while others will refuse to accept partial payments at all. And my previous mortgage company was that way. They would not process a partial payment. But in any case, don't pay a fee to initiate a biweekly mortgage plan. And again, that was the same case with my previous mortgage company, where in order to pay biweekly, you had to sign up for a certain program that would allow you to do that, and there was a fee associated with that. So it says don't pay that fee to initiate a biweekly mortgage plan. If your lender isn't open to biweekly payments, open a new bank account exclusively for your mortgage payment, deposit your half payment every 2 weeks, and use that money to make your full mortgage payment, either by check or automatic payment, on every second deposit. So you can set up a bank account. Say you get paid on the 7th and the 21st. Once that 21st payment hits, you can schedule to make your mortgage payment. You don't have to wait until the 1st of the next month to make that payment. You can either schedule that payment once you know that second portion of the payment is in there, or either automatically set it when your account reaches the amount you need for your mortgage. And it says a bi-weekly payment is not a substitute for gazelle intensity. Once you reach baby step 5, start putting as much money as you can toward the mortgage to pay it off even faster. How to pay off your mortgage early. Every dollar you add to your regular payment each month puts a bigger dent in your principal balance. You don't necessarily have to double down to make a difference. Adding just one extra payment each year knocks years off your mortgage. Here's an example they're giving where you have a $220,000 30-year mortgage with a 4% interest rate. And so if you make an extra payment each quarter, you'll pay your mortgage off 11 years early. You'll save more than $65,000 in interest by making an extra house payment each quarter. Bring your lunch into work. And so it talks about just trading eating out for lunch for bringing your own lunch to work. And so say that accounts for $100 a month. You'll save $28,000 in interest by applying that $100 a month in lunch money to your mortgage. Other small sacrifices can go a long way to help pay off your mortgage early as well. By adding just $20 to your mortgage payment each month, based on the example mortgage they gave above, you'll pay your mortgage off a year early, saving over $7,000 in the process. That's just with $20 extra per month. And then the beloved Starbucks. So say instead of your $3 cup of coffee per day, you added that $90 a month to your mortgage. It'll save you $25,000 in interest and take 4 years off the life of your loan. That's pretty great. Another option is to refinance or pretend you did. It goes into talking about getting a 15-year fixed rate mortgage with a payment that's no more than 25% of your take-home pay. It says that you're going to pay much more in interest on a 30-year loan. Who wants to be in debt for 30 years? So you can either refinance a longer term mortgage into a 15-year loan, Or if you already have a low interest rate, save on the closing costs of a refinance and simply pay your 30-year mortgage like it's a 15-year loan. And the same goes for a 15-year. If you can swing it, why not increase your payments to pay your 15-year mortgage off in 10 years? Then to downsize. Downsizing can be a drastic step, but if you're really set on getting rid of your mortgage, consider selling your larger home using the profits to buy a smaller, less expensive home. And with those profits, you'll be able to completely pay cash for your new home. Wow. And even if you have a small mortgage, you've succeeded in reducing your debt. Now your goal is to get rid of that debt as quickly as possible. The smaller the balance, the quicker you can make it happen. And then it says, of course, we all know hindsight is 20/20. If you take advantage of the following tips before you purchase your next home, you'll be in a great position to pay that mortgage off early. It says don't bite off more than you can chew. So before you search for homes, that's before you search for homes or find a real estate agent, you'll want to ensure you're financially ready and you can actually afford the house you want to buy. So then there's this checklist of about 6 questions that starts with, am I debt free with 3 to 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund? Question 2, can I make at least a 10% down payment, preferably a 20% down payment? Do I have enough cash to cover closing costs and moving expenses? Is the house payment 25% or less of my monthly take-home pay? Can I afford to take out a 15-year fixed rate loan? And can I afford ongoing maintenance and utilities for this home? These are very important questions to ask yourself when preparing to buy a home, either your first one or a subsequent one. Again, it offers the mortgage calculator as a resource and then talks about finding the right professional to help you find the right home. And then, of course, how to maximize your down payment. The best way to buy a home is with 100% down. Paying cash for a home may sound weird, but imagine all the fun you could have without a mortgage payment weighing you down. Amen. It says you can postpone the purchase until you can pay cash or plan to put at least 10% down at the closing table. Of course, 20% is better because then you'll avoid paying private mortgage insurance. So it talks a little bit more about PMI. Keep in mind that the more cash you put down on the front end, the less money you'll have to finance. So this adds up to a lower mortgage payment each month, and it makes it easier for you to pay off your mortgage early. It talks about Chris Hogan, which you know I love Chris Hogan, and not only his book Retire Inspired, but the more recent Everyday Millionaires. So yes, he is definitely a great voice and resource towards managing your money a lot better. Again, let me know what you think about these tips. Did they get you fired up as much as I got fired up knowing that, the one tip about just putting $20 extra towards your payment every month, that alone just made me feel really excited about the impact of becoming debt free and having that much more to put towards paying off my home loan. I can't wait to get that email that says I've paid off 20%, 30%, 40%. My goodness, that's going to be really exciting. So let me know what you think about this. Let me know, again, if you have a home, if it's paid off, do you have a 15-year or a 30-year mortgage? And also, what percentage of your mortgage loan you've paid off? After this step, there comes more steps. And this is a great one to aspire to. So I hope you're just as excited, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye.